Good evening, everybody. What a thrill to walk into this room and see so many people who have made a huge difference in these 10 years. I can't believe it's 10 years. Because one evening or one afternoon, I decided to call a few people and broach the idea of starting Emerge Vermont. Actually, Jill Korwinski, the Speaker of the House, was one of those people. And thank you, Jill, and thank you for all those who gave us a wonderful start. I gather that some news is out that I may be having a big birthday. I'm in denial. But you know, it's interesting, when you're young, you can't wait to grow up. And birthdays are a real achievement. When you're a little older, you sort of enjoy each year and don't think about it so much. But when you reach, I have to say it, when you reach 90, suddenly it's an achievement. Wow. 90 is not yet. I'm still 89 till September 28th. And I accept all compliments. But I'm so glad that I've grown up with Emerge in a way. We've been through these 10 years together, and Emerge is more important than ever. I mean, you've had great advantages. 81% of the women who went through Emerge got elected. That's stupendous. It's really a great achievement, and people like Elaine Haney, who is a great leader of Emerge, deserve a lot of credit. We've been very fortunate in having great CEOs for Emerge, and they've all been outstanding. The only trouble is they don't stay very long because they run for office. They practice very well what they have taught, and they also teach very well. And as Ashanti just mentioned, what happens in the states in this country is more important than ever. When I was running for governor, I had to go to raise money from different organizations, and they weren't interested in governors. They were just interested in Congress, because they thought that's where the action was. Well, while we were asleep about state legislatures and governors, the Republicans zeroed in on exactly those races, and were bearing the consequence of state legislatures being predominantly Republican. And that's why issues like abortion are so powerful at the state level. And that's why it's so important for Vermont to be one of those states that gets it right. We have to remain strong, and I guess in this group I could say democratic. But it's so important, not only on the question of abortion, which is almost unbelievable what's happening nationally. I mean, I never dreamt when I was elected that we would walk backwards, but we are backwards right now. and we must do everything in our power to make sure Vermont stays strong. And not only the issue of abortion, but democracy itself is being challenged, and it's not in obvious ways sometimes. It's just little by little there are nicks in the structure of democracy. And Vermont, again, is a good example of sticking to our American patriotism and really interpreting it that votes count. People should be allowed to vote without restrictions or jumping over hoops, without the other side trying to suppress the vote. So there are lots of issues, and I know these are tough times, and sometimes it's hard to turn on the TV without getting a headache. But we've got to be vigilant. We've got to keep the faith. And your presence here shows that you care, and not only care, but take action. The contributions to Emerge are hugely important. It's a small donation, but it goes a long way. And sometimes I'm asked, why do you need Emerge? We still need it because it takes guts to run for office. We need it because we need the encouragement and we need to practice what we preach, not only in terms of message, but in terms of actually knowing how to preach without going to church. But we preach the good gospel of freedom and democracy and opportunity and fairness, and really acting on our beliefs. And the legislature in Vermont, 45% female. That's beautiful. And we can even increase it after that. But thank you for asking me to speak. Thank you for inviting me here. I feel like a mother who has had many children. And I'm very grateful for what you have done and what you continue to do. And you've elected people like Becca Ballard, who's in Washington now, and can't be here tonight, like Sarah Copeland Hanses, like Charity Clark. Those are all firsts. And it makes a difference. It makes a difference. And every person who you give courage to, every person who learns how to speak in front of a mic, every person who knows how to raise money for her campaign, you are giving birth to a new force for good in Vermont. Thank you.